Hey guys, I get asked all the time, what's the best way when you're in New York to see who the real New Yorkers are? And the answer is the subways. The subway is that thing that will show you who was born and raised here, who lives in a real Brooklyn or Queens neighborhood, and who kind of traveled over here to be fancy or to gentrify the area. Let me explain this to you. Now, first of all, standard New York subway, really easy. You go down every single day, go to work, you get on your train. Now, if you're lucky, there's only 50 people in that car, so you're just going like this. That is what we call breathing room. If you're not lucky, you're doing some really weird bends just to get in the train, and you know there's always going to be an asshole holding the fucking door for his fucking friend. Oh, and by the way, before you even get in the train, you know there's going to be two or three assholes blocking the train because their backs are to the door, which is open, and they are blocking your entrance. If you're a real New Yorker, if you are a real New Yorker, not a tourist, if you're a real New Yorker, not somebody who came over here to gentrify the area, you know that's what's called New Yorker bowling. Okay, New Yorker bowling, where you're running late for work, you are dying for your fucking cup of coffee, your boss already called you 30 times screaming at you, and you're like, fuck it. Don't know who's standing in the way. They might be tourists. They might be a drug dealer. They might be the crackhead. Maybe they're the guy I gave $50 to jerk me off last week. Don't know. Don't care. Geronimo! And you basically go through that. Now, when you do that, and half the crowd looks pissed off at you, and the other half is, I give it a 5. His form was off. He led in with the elbow like that. While effective, you want to lead in with the shoulder. That is how you know who the real New Yorkers are. Another way you know who the real New Yorkers are. Really simple. Once again, that same day, after you had to play New York bowling to get in the fucking train because it was fucking packed and there were 3 fucking people from Italy over here because World Cup time, motherfuckers! Oh, by the way, World Cup time is what us New Yorkers call time to terrorize the tourists, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, so after you did that, you went to work, you got screamed at by your boss, you got screamed at by your users, you got screamed at by your girlfriend because, quite frankly, we're planning a wedding and, something that was supposed to be $1,000 is now $17,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 or $2,000. But what does it matter so long as it's good? Shitloads of $1,000. That's the difference. So you go through that. Okay, you're about to get off. You have one user who's like, "Oh, I have a quick question," and once again, you don't do the smart IT thing and go, "Fuck you, bitch." You go, "Okay, really quick." So of course, you wound up staying at work an extra 45 minutes late. While your fiance is at home, now the thing that was supposed to be $1,000 that we went to $17,000, that went to $5,000, that's now $4,000, is now $24,000. And right now you have basically $5.34 in your bank account. So after that, you manage to get in the subway on the way home, and you have to get home because you have to stop her. You have to stop her before you're committed to that $24,000 that is now $50,000, that is now $180,000. But it's okay because the family's probably going to help with about $1,000, which was the original investment for the entire freaking thing. But you know what? $1,000 it's giving you over $195,000 that you're paying for a wedding that was supposed to cost $2,000 max is a good deal apparently. So you really got to get home. So you're in the packed train. You're lucky all the idiots saw you this morning, so they get the fuck out of your way before you have to do subway bowling again. Get in there like this. Once again, New Yorker breathing room on the subway. Okay, so you're in there like this. Everything's going good. Now, this is another way you tell who the real New Yorkers are. You're stuck in that train. Everybody's kind of like that. And there's somebody in there that's making some weird sounds. Now, let's face facts. If you're a regular on the subway, like most of us real New Yorkers are, we all know weird sounds could be somebody dying, somebody just basically smoking up something, we can't smell it yet, some guy getting a hand job by another guy, but he thinks it's a chick and looks like a chick, but, well, actually looks like the chick's the guy getting the hand job, but that's another story. But anyway, so you hear somebody making noise, everybody's kind of quiet for a sec, no big deal, and then all of a sudden you hear somebody puking their brains out. Is it the homeless guy that's in the corner with his legs stretched out, drunk as shit with his fucking erection hanging out of his pants? No, baby, no. Is it the fucking heroin addict that's in the corner going, come on, come on? No, baby, no. Is it a fat Asian chick that got way too drunk at work or at school or wherever the fuck she was doing, puking her fucking brains out? Of course it is. So now, honestly, the fact she's Asian has nothing to do with us. But it does have to show you who the real New Yorkers are. Because that happens. And all the people who came here, once again, for gentrification, who came here because this was the cool place to live, all of a sudden, oh my God, to the back of the train, run! So your breathing room, which was like this, becomes like this, okay? But you know what? They're walking past. They're walking that way. Now, mind you, they're walking that way. The vomit is pouring out towards you. And what are the decisions you have to make if you're standing there with a bad foot like I am? Well, your girlfriend / fiance is now planning out the wedding. That apparently is going to cost you $124,000, but it's a good deal because it was $95,000. But all you have to pay now is $195,000, and $250,000 when her relatives give you $500 is a really good deal. On a whole wedding that was supposed to spend, you were supposed to spend $2,000 on. Good deal. What do you do? Well, you got a wounded foot. If you're like me, you got tons of IT equipment in your back. You have tons of fucking tourists running around like as if Godzilla was fucking in Japan. You see Godzilla, except for they're going, fat woman vomiting. If you're a real New Yorker like I am, you look at the vomit and you go, ah, chunky. And when that apparently makes the second person vomit, and a whole bunch of people are now pissed off at you on the train, two things you have to do. One, go to them. Look, woman who started this, it's all clear. She was fucking drunk as shit. Number two, go, ooh, I have a seat now. And the air conditioner's not working. Apparently, I'm now gonna get sprayed to cool me down. Doesn't matter what the substance is. I gotta tell you, if you live in New York, as long as I have, been on the subway as long as I have, and tried to deal with your fiance, wife to be, who is now plotting a $2,400 wedding, which went up to $335,000, which is going to be eventually, by the time it's done, $350,000. But it's okay because apparently her sister's giving you $5 on a wedding that was supposed to cost you $2,000, and you have to race home somehow with the wounded foot, with the IT equipment, with the wounds from playing fucking subway bowling in the morning, with all the aggravation of everything you went through at work, and the wounds from everybody trying to run away, bumping into you because Godzilla is vomiting! Like I said, all you say is, fuck it. I don't care what she sprays me with at this point. The air conditioner's barely working. It's 95 fucking thousand degrees. These assholes away from me. Let me see if that homeless guy's got a fucking joint. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you are the person that looks at a situation like this, goes, oh my God, cover yourself, and runs away, I hate to break this to you, you're not a real fucking New Yorker. If in a situation like that, your two thoughts are, fuck it, I've stepped in worse, and, ooh, free seat, chances are you're a real fucking New Yorker, and please don't leave. We need more of you. Now, if you gotta go, excuse me, I gotta talk to my fiance about our $495,000 wedding, which is apparently a very good deal because we have one cousin giving us $2, another cousin giving us 50 cents. But, price might still skyrocket because she found something else she likes, I think, from what I've been told. And now, oh my God. You know what? I should have married the woman that was vomiting. At least she gave something back. Ooh, oh. I just realized what the original noise was and why that guy was so upset. I think he was going down on her, that's what. Hey, you were big enough to make her gag. Way to go. Welcome to New York. Enjoy your stay.